educating them and giving them the knowledge to get better. So really my desire is to help people to go at the root cause or causes of their chronic issues so they start feeling better. Instead of putting a band-aid on the problem, let's fix what's going on. So today I had a really good conversation with a patient of mine, and I asked her about her goal. Okay, what are you trying to do with your health? And basically her goal she mentioned that she wanted to age healthy. So as we know, as you get older, your body starts breaking down, you have all kinds of issues, and you're sick, and so on and so on. So people today live longer, but they live sicker. And which is not a good point. Is the idea here is to, okay, let's make sure your body stays healthy as you get older so you can enjoy the golden years, okay? I see too many people, they work their whole life, and then when they retire, they are sick, they cannot do anything, so to me, it's ridiculous. So we need to enjoy our life, but being healthy. So it's all about anti-aging. So it's a big topic in the nutrition field, is what we need to do to slow down aging. And the key lies in what we call the TOR pathway. So TOR, T-O-R, pathway. So it's a pathway that is in all organisms that regulates metabolism. And we know today that this TOR pathway is in control of aging and metabolism. So the goal is to figure out what we need to do to control this TOR pathway, what we need to do to maximize this pathway so we can age older and healthier. So what we need to do is when this TOR pathway is turned on, activated, switched on, it accelerates aging. So we need to figure out what turned on this pathway. And there's two main things, and it's nutrition regulated. So on one side, we have sugar, carbs. We know that insulin, okay, which is derived from eating carbs, sugar, when insulin spikes in your blood, it turns this pathway on, which accelerates inflammation in the body, free radicals, and aging. So my point is that if you cut back your carbs, sugar, you turn this pathway off, which slows down aging. So sugar is one aspect. The other factor in this is leptin. So we talk about insulin, which is derived from sugar. So leptin is a hormone that controls hunger, okay? And leptin goes higher in your body with food, with calories. So when you eat, you have the leptin that goes high, and it tells your body at some point to stop eating. So when this communication is lacking, meaning that your body makes leptin, but leptin doesn't do what it needs to do, you keep eating and eating and eating. This is one metabolic disorder that can lead to weight problem. And I see that quite often is, even though there's leptin in your body is resistant. I'm sure you've heard of insulin resistance. In that case, we talk about leptin resistance. So your body makes leptin from eating food, but your body does not respond to it. So it keeps making more leptin, and it's a vicious cycle, and then you eat, you feel hungry, and you cannot stop eating. So it's a vicious cycle that needs to be broken in order to lose weight. And what activates leptin specifically, we talk about carbs, but protein. Okay, protein, we don't talk a lot about protein. I believe, from what we know from this TOR pathway, that we eat too much protein. Okay, so too much protein will turn this pathway on, leading to aging. Okay, so these are the two main factors of what we need to do to make sure that this pathway is not turned on. And then we have oxygen. Okay, this is another factor. So oxygen that we breathe turns this pathway off. Okay, when you turn this off, this pathway reduces inflammation in the body and your risk of cancer. We know that oxygen is lacking in cases of cancer. So cancer arises in tissues in bodies that lack oxygen. So it's really important that you make sure that your tissues are oxygenated. And there's ways to do that. So one way is to actually detox, because toxins like zinc, mercury, aluminum, chromium, different things like that can actually, if you have too much, can deplete your oxygen into your tissues. So you have to make sure you have good oxygen coming in and that you have low carb and low protein diet. So this toll pathway, like I said, leads to inflammation, heart disease, aging, cancer, and so on and so on. So when this pathway is turned off, so you reduce inflammation, you reduce the risk of cancer, heart disease, and so on and so on. And specifically what happened is we have what we call autophagy that kicks on. So autophagy is a mechanism of where the body recycles. Okay, so when you have different parts of your body, tissue, cells that are old, your body breaks them down and recycles those different parts. Okay, it's called autophagy. So when this pathway is turned off, so autophagy kicks in, decompose these different old parts of your body and fix those parts. It's called healing. Okay, and those different components that are being recycled save resources, nutrients to the body. So you actually start feeling better as you do that. When you start eating better, you make sure your toll pathway is kicked, it's turned off. Okay, so autophagy is really, really important. And we know today from this pathway that it's maybe the key of healing. Okay, when this pathway is on, autophagy is low, is off, and then your body is not healing itself. And over time, your body breaks down. It's like your car. At some point, you have to maintain your car. You have to change the oil, replace different parts of the body. If the cars, if you don't do that, at some point, your car is just breaks down and you cannot use it anymore. So same thing with your body. So your body has different mechanisms to heal, but we have to make sure that this mechanism is turned on. And you do that by turning off the toll pathway, which at the end of the day is to reduce your protein and carb intake. Okay. On the other side, what will make this pathway off? It's fat. We know that the diet should be about 80% fat to make sure that this pathway is turned off. Okay. Fat is the key when it comes to anti-aging. And you need to make sure that you have good quality fat in your diet. So carbs should be about 5-10% of your diet. Okay, it's a low carb diet in order to maintain this pathway turn off. And the other 10-15% is protein. So if you eat more than 20% of your diet from protein, you actually turn on this pathway, which speeds up aging. So you actually get older faster. Okay, so this is what we need to talk about and consider when it comes to anti-aging. It's all about diet. It's how you switch on and off this pathway. I hope it makes sense. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can write a comment below. And if you want to reach me, I'll leave my email as well. You can shoot me an email. So if you have any questions, thank you for watching. God bless you all.